All right, so we're back out here on the southwest desert area. I'm gonna show you guys something that my grandpa showed me again out here. This is something that I don't think a lot of people know about. If a lot of people knew about this, I don't think it'd be open to the public. We'll put it that way. This is something, like I said, I'm not going to give too many details about where I'm at or anything like that. This is pretty awesome area. I'm going to show you guys. It's sorry for the wind. The wind is howling out here. So if there is a lot of wind noise, I'm sorry about that. But I'm going to turn this around. If you look at all these big rocks here, up there, it's quite the adventure to get up to this point. More wind. Sorry about the wind again. It is something we deal with out here, unfortunately. But we have cactus, these big old boulders, rocks everywhere. It's pretty unforgiving territory. I'm hoping that the wind doesn't drown me out completely. I'm gonna kind of hold the camera as close as I can to myself, just so you can at least hear me over the wind. And like I said, I'm not in the best shape of my life, so if you hear me huffing and puffing, it's pretty steep, pretty rocky to get up here. But what I have to show you up here is pretty cool. I think you're all in for a little bit of a treat. And as you can see, we're beginning to see what I'm talking about right here. If you look close enough, at that, I don't know about you, that looks like an upside down hand to me. Just saying. So we have that one. We have this one. And believe me, this is just the beginning of what I would like to call a giant, like a novel of petroglyphs. They are everywhere up here. And it just amazes me. As you can see, there's another something right there. There was something in this rock here. I mean, they are just not a whole lot right there. But if you look back over here, you'll get to see everything that is written up here. I do have one of my own theories about petroglyphs. To me, at some points, I feel like, was it just teenagers in that point in time? You know, what we call graffiti today, is that what they were doing back then? Writing on rocks, like how we write on concrete buildings and things like that. Flat surfaces. I mean, you can see that one. It's pretty cool right there. Like I said, it is just a kind of like what I like to say, a novel of petroglyphs. There's some more right there, and some more up on this rock here. And like I said, these natives, the people that wrote these petroglyphs, I mean, they weren't, it's no joke to get up here. Like I said, I have really, really nice hiking boots. And these rocks, here's a nice one. These rocks are just, they will eat you alive. But as you can see, that's quite a ways down right there. But yet, if you look right there, there's petroglyphs. So I'm guessing they walked along that little path right here to draw those petroglyphs right there. I mean, if you were to fall down that, you might not die. I mean, you could die, definitely. But you're definitely not walking out of here. Yeah, it just blows my mind. There's a little bit of one right there. Move my head out of the way. Move my head out of the shadow. Like I said, some more. We'll see if we can't get down there, because that's where the real story is down on this ledge right here. There is just so much. Like I said, here's some more right there. But I think they went down this right here to ride on those. But I don't know if you can see those over on that other cliff face there. There's quite a few. Like I said, this little mountain that I'm on had to have some kind of meaning to these people for them to ride all over it like they have. I mean, it's quite the insane place. It is solid rock. Boulders, but you can see a little bit of the writings there. You can see something right here. If you look here, there's multiple suns, is what they look like to me, with possible figures, and then another one right there. This is where it's going to get cool. We're going to just kind of walk down this a little bit, but you can see that. Like I said, if any of you know what these petroglyphs mean, write it down in the comments. Let me know, because I have no idea. I have no idea what any of it means, but they're everywhere. And there's probably, like I said, that is straight down off there. It's no joke up here. And these rocks could give way, I could fall, you never know. But like I said, these natives that put these petroglyphs up here, that put their story into the rock so we could see it. Or is it just a bunch of kids putting graffiti on rocks? I don't know. I don't know if anyone's ever thought of it that way. But when I see them, that's what I think of, is graffiti. As you can see, there's some on that right there, and then some even farther down, right in that area as well. Like, how do you ride on that? How do you get there? Like, I get landscape changes over time and everything like that. Once again, I apologize for the wind. This wind is horrendous, and I'm hoping that my camera is picking me up and not just picking straight wind up. So, guess we'll find out. Like I said, there's a little one right there. Little one right there. I've seen another one somewhere right here. Maybe I missed it. But there is a couple right there. Like I said, you got to be really careful. There's another one right there. Looks like stick figure human is what I'm guessing. I don't know. Who knows? There's this one. I don't know if that's a triangle or a foot. Not sure what that is. But like I said, this whole rock sheer face just keeps going, and they just keep riding on it. But like I said, if you go down there and look up, you can actually see a whole bunch more. I don't know how they got to those ones. Those ones are beyond me. How they rode on these walls. Because this is pretty sketch just for me to be doing what I'm doing. But like I said, I'm sure some of these have broken off, fallen down onto that rubble down there. I'm sure some of that has actual petroglyphs on it. As you can see here, there's a couple petroglyphs, but it looks like this is sheared off. Like I said, there's another one here. And then there's a big story right here. I'm not sure what it means or anything else, but little bits here and there. But like I said, we are skating the edge to get some of these shots. And I know it probably doesn't look very steep from the camera's angle, but that is straight off. That is straight down. Okay. So we're just kind of looking. I'm just kind of browsing, seeing what I can see, seeing what I can show you guys more of, see if there is anything else. It has been a few years. Yeah, I'd probably say close to 10 years since I've been up here. So I can't remember where everything is exactly. I know throughout this whole thing there are petroglyphs all over it. Now the wind dies. Perfect. Oh, here it comes again. Got a brief moment of silence from the wind. like I said, we'll walk back because I'm sure I missed some walking this way. It's just amazing to me. Like I said, I haven't seen any for a minute. There's some pretty good rock right over there, big flat rock. We'll get over to that point, see what there is. Oh, I missed some. I see it. I see it. Let's go back. I should have been down lower, not on top. I think there's some right here. I don't know for sure, but it looks like there might be something there. But right here, there's what looks to be, I'm not sure what that is. Slice of pizza. I doubt it, but all right, maybe we'll truck down a little bit on these rocks so we can actually see what's on them. See if there's anything we're missing. Because I said we might be running out. They might not have went over this far. Can't remember right off the top of my head if they did or not. Looks like they did. Looks like we got a couple more up here. So we'll keep shooting out across there over this boulder field of rocks. Yeah, I don't see anything. Like I said, if you guys see something that I don't, point it out to me. Let me know. Because I'm having to watch where I'm going, watch where I'm placing my feet. But just looking at that right there, I'd almost say that might be something. Hard to say exactly, but it does look like not natural. We'll put it that way. It could be, I don't know. All right. Keep on going down. Like I said, straight off. It's quite the ways down. Yeah, there's quite a bit more right over here. Right over here. That big rock right there, there's quite a bit more. So we'll make our way over there, slowly but surely. What's really going to be funny is when I fall, and it's all on camera. Ugh. Is that foreshadowing? Maybe. I don't know. Oh, look at all that. Woo! The epicenter. There it is. Let's go. Let's get up into this little cove and look at all this. There is a ton. Nice. I'm going to take a drink of water real quick before we get going too hard. Oh, that was good. Warming tea there. Hopefully that doesn't give my position away too much. But if you look at this, there is just a plethora of this stuff everywhere on these rocks. like I said, do I know what any of it means? Nope. But it is pretty cool, whatever it does mean. I would love to know if they were writing stories here, if they were telling the history of their people, or what. Like I said, it's just, I would love to know. Like I said, if anyone that watches this video can tell me what some of these symbols mean, please write them down in the comments. Let me know, because we got tons of them all over. But we are running out of the rock ledge, so we'll go back down here. There's a couple more down in here. Like that one there. Not sure what that means. I don't know what any of it means, honestly, but we can pretend, right? What I see and what they see, completely different things, completely different, you know, lifestyles, everything. Just, oh look, there's a little hidden one right there. So we'll see if we can't somehow get down and around this rock here without falling to our deaths. Yeah. That rock looks pretty solid. I'm going to use it to hoist myself up here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, so there's not a whole lot that I can see right here. But having said that, I didn't think there was going to be much more. We probably found our biggest section just back there a little ways. Might be a little one right there. I'm not 100% sure if that is one or not, but it certainly looks like one. A lot of moss on the rocks on the north sides. That's why I think they wrote mostly on the south side facing. If they did write on the north side facing, the moss has covered it up. Moss, algae, whatever this green is that's growing on it. It's something. But yeah, this is about the end of it. Oh. Whew. Well, like I said, this is just a crazy outcropping of rock right here. Basically coming out of the valley floor. I mean, there is mountains all the way around us. We almost like sit in a bowl here. But like I said, this place I feel like had some kind of meaning behind it for the people that lived here, that wrote all these, or wrote their story on these rocks. But I think that's about all I'm going to show you for today. Yeah, it's quite the little jaunt over that whole rocky situation over there. But if you did like this video, if you could subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. Like the video. Let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see more stuff like this. This is something I really enjoy doing, and I do know a few places around that have cool things like this. It might not all be like, you know, this intense of petroglyphs and stuff like that, but old mining camps, old, just a lot of stuff. Like I said, this is basically my backyard. I grew up out here as a kid on a ranch, and I explored all over this place. So if there is something you guys would like to see out here, even though you don't know where it's at, there's quite a bit more to see. So thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Outlaw Outdoors out.